Hi, I'm Dr. Hibbert from the program Meet, Motivating, Equipping, Empowering, Training. I'm your clinical Christian counselor and personal development coach. I want to share with you 10 C's to a better life. Let me repeat that. 10 C's to a better life. Number one is commitment. What is commitment? Passionate understanding. It is undertaking a vow. And thirdly, it's doing what is absolutely necessary, regardless of the risks. Let me say this to you. Too many times we do something because we're expected to do it. Can I give you a little advice? Don't do something, anything, because you're expected to do it. Do it because it is the right thing to do. Number two, communication. Communication, it is vocally transmitting information. That's what it is. Vocally transmitting information. It has factual, psychological, and behavioral characteristics. Sometimes the information we transmit provoke something in the other person. The response could be emotional, verbal, or even physical due to our response. So remember that it is vocally transmitting information. So the information you're transmitting or whatever you're saying to the other person, if it's coming from a level of feeling, then it's wrong information. You have to come from a level of fact or truth. Because remember, the ramifications, factual, it is psychological, and it's behavioral. So we're actually creating a response that we're not sure we're ready for. So be a peacemaker at all times. You be the peacemaker. Never cover up your feelings. Oh, some people, I feel this way. This is what I feel. This is what I feel. It's not about feeling. It's about what you know. It's about what is right. Say how the other person's actions has and is affecting you. And that's what sometimes we fail to do. We fail to tell people how their action affected us in the past and how it is affecting us today. It is always healthy to do these three things. A, confront a matter by saying how you were affected by it. B, be a good listener. And C, it's very important, use a non-offensive approach. Too many times our approach is offensive. And when it turns out wrong or bad or distasteful, we turn around and we blame the other person. We never look at ourselves and say, it was my approach that created this monster. So use non-offensive approach. Number three, compatibility. Compatibility is shared likeness and suitability. Things and people may not be compatible to your environment and personality. But guess what? You have the ability to make your relationship with others work. You have that ability. There's none, or rather, there's no automatic switch for relationship. You cannot put your relationship on autopilot and think it is going to work. Relationship needs direct work, hands-on work. And so don't look for that switch, automatic switch. You're not going to find it. You have to make it work. Number 4, consistency. The shelf life of time is short. So you must be consistent in what you do. You can't start doing something yesterday and put off tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. That's procrastination. So stick with it and finish the job while you have the time. Listen, an incomplete job is worse than a job not started. Number 5, control. Control is to exercise restraint, support, reinforcement, and cooperation. Here are 4 things that you need to take into consideration. Be positive. Avoid negatives at all times. Number 2, practice to validate and affirm. Sometimes we want validation and we want the other person to affirm us, but we don't give it back. We don't validate, we don't affirm, but we wait. Just wait for it. It's not right. You have to give it to receive it in most cases. Number 3, avoid saying you or I. It's preferable that you use the words we and us. It changes the old dynamic of the conversation. When you say you, what you're doing, you're pointing the finger. And one of the most disgusting and disturbing thing is when you're pointing your finger at somebody by saying you did it. You are responsible. When the truth is, both of you are responsible for whatever it is. So use we and us instead of you and I. Number 4, use tension management. Pay attention to tension. Number 6, cope. Develop your skills. Patience and persistence equals virtue. You have coped before in different circumstances. You've been through a lot. So you can do it again. You can cope again. You can. Number 7, compromise. A lot of people fail to do this. Put your own feelings aside for a minute. Learn to give and take. Listen, this is so important. Expecting perfection is wrong. Because why it is wrong? You don't have the ability to return it. Because you're not perfect. And so expecting perfection from somebody else is wrong. Unless you can return it, then don't expect it. Number 8, consideration. That's careful thinking. It's called awareness. It's called concern, care, and attention. Think before sharing your feelings. I've seen too many marriages, relationships be overturned just because of feelings. Because you feel it doesn't mean that it's right. Number 9, cultivate. Cultivating a good life pattern will attract the right people to you. The right people in your life will create new opportunities. You cannot live or cater for the same level of people, the same level where you are. You have to try to raise the bars in your home life. Number 10, celebrate. Practice to celebrate even small achievements. Some people will say, it's a small thing, but an achievement is an achievement. And without small things, there cannot be big ones. So learn to celebrate. Learn to celebrate. Even if it is small, celebrate it. Celebrate it. Celebrate it. Until next time, God bless you.